here with head coach Jason Weides for the preseason interview for women's soccer. Obviously, you coached the men's soccer team for program for 18 years. How do you just kind of summarize your time as the coach? I mean, it's hard to do that for 18 years, but yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd summarize it by some great relationships over the years with players and coaches, and just really proud of the program that we built over the years. And of course, we built that on the backs of other coaches and other players before us. And I think we left it it's in a good place. It's a team that's competing for conference championships, and we do that pretty consistently. And just really proud of all the things that have accomplished. And I think there's been a lot of records set during that 10-year, and just again so thankful to the many players, many coaches that we've had. We've had amazing assistant coaches. Many of them are on coaching at the college level, professional ranks at various places, and just a testament to the quality people that have been around us and a part of the organization. And then, of course, we're really well supported here and administratively and other staff to help us be successful. And so just really thankful to, honestly, as I look back at that kind of 18-year journey from when it started as a 26-year-old head coach that thought they knew everything, that learned a lot along the way.
So what were your first thoughts when switching to being the women's head coach, and kind of the first thing you did after you finally accepted the job as the women's head coach?
Yeah, it was a really exciting opportunity for me. I think it was just a stage in life where I was ready for a new opportunity, but also this is home. I love this place, and I wasn't ready to move to Washington for that new opportunity, and this seemed like the perfect fit. And to get an opportunity to still be a part of the men's program in a director of ops, a different role, the opportunity to work side along a friend and former teammate in Bernie, who I knew was going to do great things with the men's program, and also to be able to opportunity to stretch and grow myself in new ways as a coach too, and keep on learning. And I thought, our women's program has had a lot of success over the years, and to help be a part of that and to help try to take them to new heights too. I was just really excited about that new opportunity and can't wait to get going. The team has embraced me with open arms, and I'm really thankful for that. And it's been a fun ride so far.
Yeah, you haven't had to do this in a long time, but what was kind of the biggest thing you did to kind of set your culture for your new team, the first time in 18 years? Yeah,
well, a culture is a living, breathing animal. So even though, I've done it for many years, players graduate and leaders graduate, and you have a new team in, and it's constantly changing. So because it's a living, breathing animal, you're always, it's never you get to the mountaintop and you just sit there. It's a journey, and you're always on that journey. And this is definitely different, starting with the women's program and how we go about that. I think we've been super intentional in making that a big priority. So, to answer your question before, that's kind of one of the first things we try to invest in, is being really intentional on, one, cultivating those individual relationships, but two, knowing that, us investing in our team culture is a big part of us as a program, a big part of us competing at a really high level and having success. But beyond that, we want to do it because it helps elevate our performance. We want to do it because we're here. We might as well enjoy the experience, and we want to help cultivate not just lifelong friendships and relationships, but we want to, learn and grow and challenge our players to be better prepared for all that happens in life, their personal relationships, their work relationships, everything else, so that they're, our team can be a microcosm of life in that regard.
Yeah. How has it been, just the kind of, obviously it was a surprise to them too, but how was it for the girls to just, kind of find out that you were their head coach?
I think, like you said, it was a surprise. It all happened pretty fast, and when our administration came with me to the idea, I just, tell me more. I liked it. I thought it was interesting, and I just really believed in the vision that they had for this and what it could look like. But I had a chance to maybe just for a couple weeks work with the women's program as they were still in the transition. So I got to know them just briefly before this announcement was made of me coming over here. And I think they were definitely surprised. It seemed like they were okay with the decision, which was good for me. I was nervous about what they would think about it, but like I said, they've really embraced me with open arms. And I think they've come to realize that coaches have different philosophies and different ways to go about it, and there isn't one right way. and they think have been really open to the ways that I've approached it and bringing some of the things that we've found successful over the last 18 years, knowing that we'll learn and grow and adapt in different ways too. But I think it was a bit of a wait, what moment, but like I said, they've really run with it.
Yeah. How big is it to just not be starting from ground zero, have some experienced returners, including, Evie Keller, Sadie Mares, Kiana Rios, Trinity Rowe, and others, honestly. So, yeah.
Great. I mean, obviously the program was left in really good shape for me and our other coaching staff and the players. It's a good returning group of players. They did graduate a number of really high quality players and a really big group. I think it was like 13 seniors or something they had. A lot of all conference players and first team all conference players. So no doubt it's the complexion of the team's different, but there was a lot of talent on this team and young talent. And I think Coach Smith left us in a really good position, and he brought on some good recruits. Probably had some good recruits signed prior to me taking the lead, and really thankful for that, because I think we've got a great platform to continue to build on. There's pieces we'll continue to add, and we're already into our 2027 recruiting class and 2028 recruiting class. We're going forward, but the new players we've added I think have the ability to be impactful from day one. And the returners have worked hard and are taking strides.
Yeah. How big is it for just Sadie Mares to have, such a experienced person back there, on the defense, and then, just kind of that you can lean on her and her experience as a senior?
Yeah, her experience as not just as a player, but as a leader within the team. She's a part of our leadership council that we have, and has been impactful in that area too. And I think also just a stabilizing force for the team as we made this transition. And her experience as a leader on the field, I think she's a good communicator on the field. She has high expectations and demands a lot of herself and others. And I think she helps cultivate other leaders on the team. And so I think that experience is invaluable, and we'll definitely lean on her. We are leaning on her, and we will on her and others. I think that the great thing about this team is Sadie's an experienced and good leader for us, but we have many others that I think are really good leaders. Some of our, obviously, a leadership council period, but even outside of that, we've got some other people who weren't a part of that, or new players that are already showing some great leadership qualities that are comfortable stepping into that right away. So the great news is this isn't a one-person job. This is a group effort where we're all going to find ways to lead together.
Yeah, and that sounds honestly similar to maybe the next question is you lose one of the program's most prolific goal scorers in Kirsten Garner. Obviously there was other people as well, but then you bring back Kiana Rios, Guadalupe, Charlie, among others, and then you'll have the new ones too. What is kind of the expectation for like the final touch in having all these different options versus just one?
Yeah, obviously KG scored a lot of goals over her 4-year career, and other people obviously converted and created chances and scored goals, but she had a lot of them, and so we'll be challenged in that way of not having that one person everyone knows from day one is the person that we can just, she's gonna get 15 plus goals every year, and that's just the way it is. We're eager to see people step up. I think we have some pretty good attacking pieces, and also we're going to challenge some people to be in some different positions. We did that this spring, and we will yet this fall too. Some players that maybe were recruited in another position or played in high school or club in another position. We just either identified they have a really good skill set to play somewhere else, and we think that they can be really good somewhere else, or hey, our team really kind of needs this. I think we have a lot of really good depth in kind of our 10 position, our attacking mid position, and so for us it's kind of looking at those players and saying, okay, who has some of the skill sets to play somewhere else and can help us in other positions. But I'm really excited to see that some people willing to step out of the comfort zone and try something else, because I think we've got some people that have the ability to be all conference players in a position they didn't play last year or the year before or the year before. So I'm excited about that. But I think we have some players that I think can have some breakout seasons and score a lot of goals. But I also think this will be a team effort in terms of putting the ball in the back of the net. We'll have several players that can help in that.
Yeah. You've had a few practices for fall so far. How would you describe the flow of practice and what you've accomplished, I guess, maybe so far, what you're desiring to accomplish?
I think they've hit the mark. You know, at the end of the day, what we want to accomplish a few things. You can't cover it all in 3 weeks, and we're not 3 weeks in yet. But you know, we wanted to become fitter, and we're getting there. We want to show a great competitive spirit every day in training, and they're doing that. The team is working really hard. It's really competitive training sessions. They're just competing, and when you have that sort of foundation of competition, that's great. We want to go closer together. We want to be bonded, right? Like, we're always going to grow in that over the course of the season, but we want these first couple weeks to get an opportunity where we build trust in each other and we get to know each other, and we really truly are coming together, and I think we see that. The team is really doing that pretty well. We want to walk away from this feeling like we're defensively organized. You know, inevitably we're going to get better. We're not at that championship level today, and we'll continue to get better, but I think the group is really buying into us, you know, making sure we're pretty sound defensively in a lot of different areas. And then from set plays, we want to be, you know, proficient and execute at a high level on set plays. And so those are some of our, you know, kind of 5 priorities coming out of this preseason, because again, we can't work on everything. But they're really hitting the mark, and especially when it comes to, and they're showing up and they're giving their best and they're working hard, and the sessions are intense and focused. And when we walk away, even if it's not as clean as we want, we know that technically we're not quite where we need to be on day 2 or day 3, or decisions quite aren't right on day 4 or day 5. At the core, we're focused on that foundation. Are they competing? Are they giving their best? Are they there with their teammate? And they're doing the job every single day in that regard.
Yeah. Obviously, you've talked about it. You brought in 6 new players. Who's kind of stood out so far?
Well, actually, a lot of the newcomers have stood out. Kiana Perez, KP, a transfer. She actually joins her cousin, McKenna West, kind of get reunited on the field. They played at Southwest together. She's been a great addition so far, transferring into us. And then, you know, we've got a couple from Kearney, Addie and Molly, that have made really big impacts already. And we've got a couple other newcomers that a couple of them are coming in with injuries, but there's, you know, we got a senior who's coming back for her 5th year, and Abby Allen, and then we had Leah Matthews, who was a returner, a readmit for us. So all these new people coming together have made an impact and added a lot, not only in terms of the quality, but just they've kind of bought into the team culture, and I think been a great asset so far.
Yeah. What are some of the expectations for the team this season, your first season with this program?
I mean, look, this team's been in a position to have expectations of conference championships, and we have no different. I mean, it's not because, oh, it's my first year as a coach, or there's a huge graduating class, or I mean, you can make excuses for anything. I think we're going to hold ourselves to that standard. We're going to strive for it. That's going to be incredibly difficult. The conference is challenging. I mean, this team finished second in the conference last year, and certainly we're striving for first, and disappointed not to get there. So they're hungry for more, but there'd be so many challenges. One, you know, it's a long season in that regard, a lot of games, and you've got to be, you really can't drop points. And but this team, I think, is showing every day to go out and compete for those type of things.
Yeah. So just kind of switching gears a little bit, where did you go for summer vacation?
Let's see, summer vacation. Didn't do a lot from that regard. Did some things of, you know, going to the lake, or hanging out, or taking my son fishing, or spent a lot of time at the pool. My son, he's a 7-year-old. He likes to swim, so going to the pool quite a bit is a lot of where the summer went. And spent a lot of time doing that. So no big vacations this year, but spent a lot of time outside with my son, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. If you could only eat one restaurant the rest of your life, what are you choosing?
Oh wow, that's a great question. I'm probably choosing some type of Italian food, but I'm simple in this regard. I had an amazing BLT last night. You get a quality tomato, you get some good lettuce, some bacon, some good sourdough bread. I'm not sure much beats on a summer day, a good BLT and some corn on the cob. But actually, I just remembered, back to your previous question, what I did this summer actually was fun. Is I went to 4 World Cup games, and that was a lot of fun. 3 in KC and 1 in Dallas, and that was check it off the bucket list. Got a chance to see a lot of great teams and a lot of great players, and a couple knockout games. So
4 is a lot.
Yeah.
So that's good. So same thing kind of question, but if you could just watch one show the rest of your life, what would it be?
We actually had we do questions a day a lot, and we were asking what is your favorite TV show, and I guess I don't even know what my favorite one is now. I like Ted Lasso is one that I watch, and there's some parallels in terms of what's happening in season 4 of Ted Lasso and my journey as well. But I'm old enough that like a show like Seinfeld is a show I used to watch and probably seen every episode 10 times, and so that's kind of, I'd say if you talk about, hey, this is the comfort food, I'd say the comfort show for me is I don't want to think about anything, I just want to decompress. I'll turn on some Seinfeld and watch that crew.
Yeah, this may have been controlled more by your son over the summer, but through the summer, what band or singer or artist has gotten the most play on your playlist for music? That's
a great question. I would say the music I've heard the most actually is not an artist or a specific song. He loves the show Bluey, and I hear Bluey, the opening theme song, pretty much plays 24/7 in my head. It's actually a great show, but that's the kind of the jingle that I've heard all summer long.
What famous celebrity or athlete would you like to meet?
In terms of athlete, I think I'd love to meet some coaches, to be honest. To be able to talk to them. I've actually met him in a classroom setting before, but like Dorrance for North Carolina, one of the all-time winningest coaches in any sport. I think he's won like 20 national titles or something like that. I'd love to sit down with him and pick his brain and talk with him a bit.
Yeah. What do you think makes Concordia the best school in the nation?
I think because some schools are really good athletically, and clearly Concordia is. I mean, most sports are competing for conference championships, and there's broad-based success, and they're nationally relevant. Some schools are really good academically, and Concordia definitely is. I mean, we lead the nation all the time in scholar athletes, and I think well-prepared students to succeed in whatever their vocations are after college. But also then some schools maybe are really good spiritual schools and can help develop and grow your spiritual walk. I think Concordia is one of those unicorns that offers all three. Like the okay schools offer one of those, the good schools offer 2, and then the unicorns like Concordia offer all 3, and you get an opportunity to develop yourself in all 3 areas of all 3 of those pillars, and I think that's what makes Concordia one of the best in the nation.
All right, can I get us Go Dogs?
Let's go Dogs!